So some ask for extension of time of payment, mainly because the buyer is able to negotiate with the seller that, look, give me this product, I will pay you as also date. And the buyer did not see anything wrong with it. I mean, seller rather. And is willing to do that. Why? He's comfortable with the risk. He's comfortable with risk. So there are different payment methods. Some protect you, some do not protect you. Don't get into a payment method that does not protect you and you do not have alternative way of protecting yourself. Because as a starter, the payment method you'll be offered are not the one that gives the highest protection. Naturally. They're not the one that give the highest protection. They are not the one that give the highest protection. But they will offer it to you anyway. You now have a choice if you are going to take it or not. But they are going to offer it to you. The question is, are you okay with it? Are you okay with it? Is it good enough? Having a critical understanding of the payment method is what we'll be spending the next few days talking about. Most likely I will end this tomorrow, probably 2 or 3 sessions. But a good understanding of this is going to change the paradigm of your business as export. If you are already in export business, lovely. This will help you. If you are not, it will help you to take an informed decision. There are 4 major payment methods we use in Nigeria. There are 5, 6, 7, probably 8 payment methods in international trade. But there are 4 common ones, and that's what we use in Nigeria. By the way, payment method has to do with exchange of document, and hence goods for money. Exchange of document and hence goods for money. What do I mean by that? Whoever holds the document have title to the goods, especially when it involves a sea shipment. So exchange of document alongside with money. Because when I have access to the document, I have access to the goods. And because of the access I have to the goods, I can clear the goods and not pay. So how then should we exchange document for money? And that's what payment method is all about. So we have open account. We have bill for collection. We have letter of credit. We have advance payment. We have open account. We have bill for collection. We have letter of credit. We have advance payment. By the way, letter of credit is also called documentary credit. Letter of credit is also called documentary credit. Bill for collection is also called documentary collection. So if in your search online or in reading textbook, you see it as documentary credit, or you see it as bill for collection, documentary collection, then you are fine. We are still talking about the same thing. We are still discussing the same thing. So, Why do we need to decide on payment method in international trade? It gives us an insight into the kind of risk we are going into and what we need to do to mitigate the risk. It gives us an insight into the kind of risk we are going into and what we need to do to mitigate the risk. To succeed in today's global marketplace and win sales against foreign competitors, exporters must offer their customer attractive sales terms supported by appropriate payment method. There are many competitors. If there are many competitors and you are not having anything so unique and different that can make the people to want to flock with you only at all time, meaning you have someone else offering something else that could be of interest to them, that which is being offered by someone else become a competing product for you, and you must find a way to be able to overcome that threat on your business. That means you must be competitive. And one of the things people are doing today to be competitive is the sales terms and payment method. One of the things people are doing today to be competitive is the sales terms and payment method. Sales terms, payment method. Sales terms, payment method. Sales term is asking how will the sales be made? At what point is payment expected? And how do we exchange document for money? How do we exchange document for money? How do we exchange document for money? These are very critical and crucial and important things we have to do. Because getting paid in full and on time is the ultimate goal of each export sales, an appropriate payment method must be chosen carefully to minimize the payment risk while also accommodating the need of the buyer. So you should look for a win-win situation. Look for an appropriate payment method to minimize your payment risk, and while doing that, ensure you accommodate. While doing that, ensure you accommodate the needs of your buyer. And this is extremely important. This is very important. Having a good understanding of this is extremely critical. Don't just look at your side and yourself alone. Always consider the side of the customer. Don't just look at your side and yourself alone. Always consider the side of the customer. While you think of minimizing your risk, think of also how to ensure that the buyer is also comfortable. Having a good understanding of the payment method is so important and so critical. To succeed in today's global marketplace and win sales against international trade, present a spectrum of risk which causes uncertainty over timing of payment between exporter and the importer. For exporter, any sales is a gift until payment is received. For an exporter, any sales is a gift until payment is received. Because if you don't get payment, you have just dashed out your goods. Therefore, exporter want to receive payment as soon as possible, preferably as soon as an order is placed or before the good is even shipped at advance payment. But on the other hand, for the importers, any payment is a donation until good is received. For an exporter, any sales is a gift until payment is made. For an importer, any payment is a donation until goods are received. Therefore, an importer wants to receive goods as soon as possible, but to delay payment as long as possible also, preferably until after goods are resold to generate enough income to pay the exporter. These are different ways, different direction, different paradigm, all of which are extremely important and critical for the growth and success of your export business. So one thing we want to do is to talk about these payment options and this payment method. I'll be taking them one by one. I'll be discussing them extensively. I'll be talking about them as it relates to what we are going to do. I'll be looking at the risk. I'll be looking at why people use them. I'll be looking at what you can do to reasonably or significantly minimize that risk as much as possible. This for me is so important because if the information is available, we will have justified our take that people that are saying they don't have money to be able to learn about it really do not have an excuse. The information is available for them. What they've not done is to look out and seek out how to obtain that information and do what they have to do. Seek that information and do what they have to do. This is so important, this is so essential, this is so critical for us as much as possible. I'll be rounding off shortly, but I'm hoping that this segment of the starting and managing export business is going to be a very interesting one for every one of us. Please remember to share this information with your friends, with your allies, with people that might be interested in this information. Very important to help us do the sharing of this information as much as possible. Because at the end of the day, it's going to provide the necessary guide for those that are looking for information on how to secure their trade transaction and have not been able to think through on what to do to be able to secure those trade transactions up until now. This is important. This is essential. This will save some people the headache of having to ship goods and being unable to get the payment expected on the goods ship as at when due. This has been a major source of discouragement to many. But I strongly believe that the more people now know of the issue around this payment method, the more they know exactly how to secure themselves and protect their transaction, the better this sector becomes. Because as of today, many people are unable to do this transaction or trade transaction because they have this payment method and they are told that it's risky, that they will lose money if they do it, and they've not been able to find a way to mitigate the risks. Because one of the things I'll be looking at is each of the payment methods have its attendant risk. But the beauty is also that those risks can be anticipated and those risks can be mitigated. And that's exactly what we want to do, achieve through this program. My name is Dele Ayimibo. Thank you very much for listening again to us today. I'll be here tomorrow morning talking to you again on starting and managing export business, looking at part 32, and I'll be discussing open account trade out of the 4 payment methods I talked about. Remember, we have a YouTube channel. It's called 3thinkpers TV. Remember to visit that YouTube channel, like the subscribe, like the video, drop your comment, and we are sure to get back to you. Thank you very much for listening. See you tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. Bye.